Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating puzzle that is Disneyland Paris. You see, it's a park that people on the ground will tell you is maybe the most beautiful Disney park in the entire world. But then you pick up a guidebook, and it's full of warnings and critiques. We're gonna get to the bottom of that contradiction.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll set up this whole conflicting reputation thing. Then we'll wander through its absolutely undeniable beauty. After that, we tackle the super controversial food scene, highlight some one-of-a-kind attractions, and finally, figure out what really makes this place tick. You know, beyond what the books tell you.
So, what's the real deal with Disneyland Paris? Honestly, it depends on who you ask. The sources we've looked at paint two totally different pictures. It creates this wild paradox for anyone thinking about going. On one side, you have just pure, unfiltered awe, and on the other, some pretty serious warnings.
And this quote? It just perfectly captures that immediate punch the park has. This is someone visiting for the very first time. They've literally just walked through the gates, and they are completely blown away by the view, and they haven't even been on a single ride yet. But then you crack open a planning guide, and things get confusing. Experts will call the main park a treasure trove of beautiful details, but in the same breath, they'll warn you that the second park is mostly ugly, even a veritable construction zone. And then there's the big one. The food is just not very good. It really sets up this major clash for visitors.
Okay, so despite all those criticisms, there is one thing that every single source agrees on. The main park, Park Disneyland, has an atmosphere that is just breathtaking. And that whole vibe really starts with its crown jewel, the castle. I mean, look at it. This is the centerpiece. Both first-time visitors and seasoned experts consistently call it the best Disney castle on the planet. And a big part of that reputation, it comes from this massive, incredible secret it's hiding down in the dungeon. And this is what really shows you the depth of the park. It's not just some pretty castle you look at from a distance. No, when you get up close, you find these amazing, intentional details, like a giant breathing dragon or a waterfall just casually cascading down the side. You've got storybook stained glass and even these perfectly square, manicured trees. It's all these little things that build a world that feels completely real. You know, even its proper name, Le Château de la Belle au Bois Dormant, sounds magical. The Imagineers were smart. They knew they were building a fantasy castle in a country that's full of real ones. So they had to go all out and create something that felt truly enchanted. And from what everyone says, they totally nailed it.
Okay, this brings us to probably the biggest fight in the Disneyland Paris discourse: the food. This is where the expert guides and what visitors actually experience just couldn't be further apart.
I mean, think about it for a second. You're in France. It's one of the food capitals of the world, so the food in its Disney park has to be incredible, right? Well, this is where it gets a little complicated.
The guidebooks do not pull their punches. Disney Tourist Blog just comes right out and says it. A lot of the food is not very good, and the restaurants just aren't that French. They actually tell you to go eat at American chains like Earl of Sandwich or Five Guys instead. Ouch.
But then you get a first-hand account like this. After trying a simple croque monsieur, which is basically just a fancy grilled ham and cheese, this visitor said it was the best breakfast they'd ever had in any Disney park, period. Anywhere in the world. That is a massive disconnect.
And this contrast kind of gets to the heart of it. While the experts are looking for complex, gourmet, French cuisine and not finding it, visitors are having these amazing sensory experiences with simple park food done right. Like that intoxicating smell of buttery pastry that just hits you, or the taste of a perfect chocolate croissant. And this whole pattern of adding unique twists, it doesn't stop with the food. The park's attractions take Disney classics we all know and love and give them a whole new spin, from the rides themselves to the unbelievable entertainment.
So let's take Phantom Manor. It's their version of the Haunted Mansion, but it's not just a bunch of random ghosts having a party. It's a full-blown story. It's darker, it's more tragic, and it's all tied directly to the land it's in. You're basically piecing together this sad tale of love and loss as you ride through. It's the same thing with their Pirates of the Caribbean. A lot of people say it's the best version of the ride, period. It has these bigger drops and lifts, plus the unique effects like this amazing sword fight between two animatronics that was totally revolutionary. It makes a classic feel brand new. And the entertainment? It's a huge deal here. The stage shows are top-notch, but the nighttime spectaculars are just on another planet.
This visitor said the drone show was astonishing, but what really stuck with them wasn't just the sight. It was the unforgettable sound of thousands of people all gasping at the exact same moment. So, after weighing all the expert advice against what people actually experience on the ground, what's the real story of Disneyland Paris? What's the takeaway here? Ultimately, it seems like the best parts of a trip aren't always the big-name rides or the fancy restaurants. So often, they're the small, personal, totally unplanned moments. Like this one, just sitting on Main Street, sipping champagne as the sun sets, with the music playing and the castle glowing in that golden light. That's the dream. And really, that gets right to the heart of the paradox. A guidebook can tell you about construction or warn you about lines, sure, but it can't prepare you for those personal, sensory things. It can't describe the feeling of that late-night walk down Main Street or the sound of that collective gasp during the drone show.
Which kind of leaves us with one last question to chew on. When we travel, what are we really looking for? Is it a perfect itinerary checked off a list from a guidebook? Or is it maybe just one of those simple, unexpected moments of pure, unscripted joy?